Yo, what is going on, homies? It's your boy Stumped back for another Optc video, and in today's video, we're being into Garp's Revolutionary Army 2, and we're looking at using the Pirate King Goldie Roger and Odin to speedrun Revolutionary Army. Now, this particular team does not function if you do not have your Corazon Limit Break Plus. You do need his special cooldowns, as he goes down to 12 cooldowns with his Limit Break key. That is very, very important. Without that, this team will not function. Revolutionary Army 2 compared to Doki 2 is definitely nowhere near as hard, mainly because you can just basically stall out for like a significant amount of time. And if you guys are struggling, I will leave a card on the top of my video, and I will try and link all of them. I'll link the playlist down below, as well as some of my other Revolutionary Army 2 runs, as basically if you just bring someone that has a lot of pinch healing and a lot of characters that heal, like Chopper and Corazon and Invinclay, you can get it done very, very easily. Compared to Doki 2, where they have a lot of interrupts, like if you after certain turns, Revolutionary Army 2 is just a lot nicer to get through. But in today's video, we are focusing on speed and security. So the idea of this particular team is not only about getting it done quickly, but it's also about beating it fairly quickly. Now, with the return of Doki 2 and Revolutionary Army 2, beating these challenges once a month is a significant boost in your gem count, and I would highly recommend trying to do it, as well as having the fact that we do have Roger, obviously on global, makes life very, very easy. So let's have a quick talk about the team. We are utilizing double Roger with Odin's sub. We do have Corazon on this particular team. Again, he needs to be limit break keyed with the law, and he does have the law support. Law support isn't essential, but it definitely makes the next stage a lot easier. We do have Rayleigh. Rayleigh's replaceable with someone like the Red Law that came out with Strength Super Type Luffy. And then finally, we have the free-to-play Morley. Morley's amazing for the Morley stage, funny enough, which is, it's very funny to me. So on stage 3, we come up against Hack and 3 of his lackeys. They give us 3 turns of attack down, so we want to use our Corazon special here to remove that. Corazon's also going to give us an orb boost, and then we can use our Roger special. Oops, I was not meant to use my Roger. No, it's fine. Okay, it is what it is. So we use our Roger, so we can not only get an attack buff, but we can actually extend that orb buff. Now, we do actually want to take a turn on Hack, as we do need to get our Corazon special back. But with just that orb boost that Law provides and the Roger special, we can actually extend the orb buff to make it very easy to take out Hack. Once he dies, he does HP cut, but it's nothing really too drastic. On the next stage, we come up against the Kama girls and Invincov. They're going to Bind and Despair our top row. Now, unfortunately, because we get binded, Roger's effective Despair removal actually doesn't proc, so you do need someone to remove Despair as well as Bind here, and utilizing Rayleigh works very, very well, because he can actually use the Crocus support to tank a shot here. So once we remove the Bind and Despair, we can just do our normal taps. The idea on this particular stage here is we want to kill this Kama girl in the back. Kind of like sort of varies on your orb block how you do on this particular stage, but as long as you kill her, you will be fine. We do get a bit of healing and damage reduction with Crocus, which means that we can now take out Invincov on the next stage. Wow, my orbs are bad. Got absolutely shafted with orbs here. I don't even think we're going to be able to kill Invincov. Nah, we can't even kill Invincov because of our orbs are so bad. That's okay, we're just going to take an extra shot. Nothing too end of the world stuff. If you take 3 turns on Invincov, he does blow away your units, but other than that, it's not that big of a deal. Once you kill Invincov and the purple Kama girl on the back, the Dex girl will run away, and then we can move on to the next stage. Now, normally I actually take a turn on the Sabo Koala stage, but because we had to take an extra turn against Invincov, we're actually not going to, because again, this is all about speed. So we do get red Haki'd on this particular stage, but we can remove that with Roger. Then we get normal attacks only, reduce healing, and all of our colored orbs are unfavorable. So what we're going to do here is we're going to use our Roger special, so that way we can actually put a bunch of damage into Koala, and we can actually try and take her out. Now, if you need to take an extra turn here on this Sabo Koala stage, that is absolutely fine, but because I took an extra turn on the Invincov stage, I'm not going to. I'm going to blast them out of the park and move on. You do normally want to take a turn here against Sabo for the Corazon special reduction, but like I said, we did take it on the Invincov stage, so that's fine to move on now. On to the next stage against Morley. He puts up 5 turns of resilience, 2 turns of threshold, and 2 turns of damage reduction. What we can do on the first turn here is we can actually use our Morley special. Morley is going to remove the resilience and the threshold, and then he's going to halve the defense. Once you hit 2 perfects, because our captain is free spirit, we can then on the following turn set the defense to 0 and get a conditional boost against defense down enemies. Unfortunately though, we do get a chain lock and we get all of our orbs turned to Dex. on the second turn. So what we're actually going to do here is we're going to use our Roger super type, and then we're going to use our boy Kazuki Odin special. We can get a full board of Wano orbs. We have an orb buff, and with that, we are just going to say goodbye to our boy Morley. Unfortunately, we do have a 1.1 chain lock, so we do have to attack with all of our units here. I always attack with Corazon first, as he has type disadvantage, and then you have to worry about the damage on Morley. On the next stage against Bello Betty and all of her girlfriends, they give you 3 turns of paralysis and 3 turns of attack down. This is where we need our Corazon special back, and with this particular team, getting Corazon special back without his key is very, very tricky. Once you remove the attack down and the paralysis, you can basically just make sure you kill all the girls around the outside. I think they give you Despair, which doesn't really matter with Roger, but with a full board of Wano orbs, it's very easy to kill them, and then do a buttload of damage with Rayleigh on the final shot. Once they're all dead, we can finish her off with our Rayleigh and move on to the next stage. We are using the Oro Jackson as well, something else to note. I always love running the Oro Jackson when I can, but it's very rare that I actually run it over the Liberal Hind. But for this particular team, we are utilizing it as getting those extra matching orbs helps us quite a bit. On the next stage against Lindbergh, Lindbergh is going to give us a full board of unfavorable orbs, and he's also going to bind and paralyze our whole crew, and then bind our top right, bottom right, middle left. This is where Rayleigh being in the bottom left is essential, as you want to use his special to remove all those nasty defects. And then we just want to take our time taking out our boy Lindbergh here. Now, depending on your orb roll, obviously depends on your tap timing. But ideally, you only need to take 1 turn against Lindbergh here. If you get very lucky with orbs on your 2 red units, you can take him out in 2. But normally, you have to take 3 turns on Lindbergh, as he's just a pain in the ass with every orb or every color unfavorable. But once you do take him out, we can move on to the next stage against Kurosao. And this is where things can get a little bit dicey. But with pinch healing on our Rayleigh, it is basically going to save our bacon. As well as Morley, actually. Morley has pinch healing. So, our boy Kurosao, he puts up 2 turns of Threshold and gives us 2 turns of Despair. Obviously, the Despair doesn't matter to Roger, but we do have to stall out the Threshold. Morley is going to hit us for around 13k every single turn. So this is where you do need to have a little bit of HP banked. And if you get lucky like this, you can actually pick up some meat orbs. But as I mentioned, Morley and Rayleigh both have pinch healing, and that actually can keep you alive fairly easily. Once the Threshold goes away, Morley is going... sorry, not Morley. Kurosao, sorry if I've been saying Morley. He's actually going to give us a chain coefficient reduction. But once that Threshold's gone, we can use the other Roger super typing. We can use our Kazuki Odin special to get Wano orbs, and then we can extend the orb buff with our Roger. That combo of extending the orb buff with Roger is still to this day, after being out for like 2 months, ridiculously broken. And honestly, it's going to be ridiculously broken for a very long time. Against Sabo Koala, they use Red Haki, but we blow it away with our other Roger, which is amazing that we use it to Koala the first time and now Sabo Koala for the second. They only let us use 2 specials, but guess what? We only need 1. And once with that, we can just basically say goodbye to our friends Sabo and Koala with 4 units. So there you guys go. Revolutionary Army 2 done very, very quickly with the power of Goldie Roger. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, make sure to go down there and belt that like button for me. If you are new to the channel too, consider hitting that big red subscribe button too. But guys, most importantly, enjoy the rest of your day. As always, I thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you all in the next one. Lates!